I'd like to introduce the new executive director of Salt Creek Ballet, Gibby Kirby, who's here to share a few details about their upcoming holiday show, The Nutcracker. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, we're happy to have you. We've had a good relationship with Salt Creek, and we're happy that you are on board. And just curious for you to share a little bit about what audiences can expect with this year's Nutcracker.
So this year's Nutcracker, it's a great experience to be back. What I hope is back to the regular, pre-COVID. Last year with capacity restrictions, masks, everything else, it was a very different kind of experience for us as well as audience members. So to not have to experience all of that and to kind of feel that we are back to how it had been for, 20 plus years. Because we're now celebrating our 37th year in the community, over 35 years of performing the Nutcracker, so it's nice to kind of be back where we were. And we have an amazing lineup of performers. We have probably about 60 different of our own students, age 7 to 18. I think we have about 10, 12 different professional guest artists that will be performing with us as well in various roles. There's some new technical, artistic aspects of it. We've added some new character roles to account for the fact that we have so many new younger children that have joined our program. So it's going to be a really spectacular production this year.
When I was looking for a new Nutcracker to come, I went and saw several different performances. And when I saw Salt Creek's, and at that time it was choreographed by Sergey, and I just fell in love with it because it was so classic. And the story was so classic, and the costumes were so lavish and gorgeous, and audiences will still be able to experience all of that, right?
All of
Nothing's changed with that.
Oh, no.
I think, according to my crew, we might have another added surprise, though.
I do believe we will
I
this
think
year.
it might snow.
I think so. I think we're gonna bring the holiday season down on the audience, I think, this year.
We're trying. We're trying. We're trying to make it snow on the audience and not the orchestra. That's the problem.
Well, and I'm sure they probably highly appreciate that.
Well, the orchestra, so you at home know, well, why wouldn't they want it to snow? Because their instruments are worth tens of thousands of dollars, right? So they don't want even a drop of snow on their,
Right.
and I get it. But it might snow if Santa comes, right, in time and brings the magic.
Yes. That's all. Well, it's also about, whether or not how many shows we sell out too. So everyone buy your tickets, and that might help guarantee the snow comes.
Well, let me tell you a little secret. On my way over, I was dealing with a crisis in that one of the shows is already sold out. So if you want to come to the Nutcracker, get your tickets now. One of the matinees is sold out. The other matinee is about 150 tickets away from being sold out. So it is a hot ticket. It is a beautiful show. And sometimes Santa is even in the lobby before the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you can get your holiday pictures, and we'll have cocoa in the lobby for the kids and all the fun, all the holiday magic. And I think that's why people love this production, is we have a live orchestra with new Philharmonic. And so you get to see a full traditional Nutcracker with all the bells and whistles.
And it's something you don't get to see too much outside of a big professional company, like Joffrey, American Ballet, in the bigger cities. To have something like that in the suburbs is an incredible thing, because it makes all the difference in the world to have a live orchestra. Just the emotion and the feeling that the audience gets, the emotion and the feeling that the dancers get to experience. It's a completely different, worldly experience.
I think it's pretty amazing because, there isn't that many people who can pull this off. And the fact that we have an in-house orchestra and that you're in town, that we can make this collaboration work and break even and everybody's okay is kind of a miracle.
Yeah.
And I think, now is Joffrey back to a classical production? Because for a few years they're doing this new hip hop version, or new Back to Chicago version, which made our production even more rare
I think that they're still doing their newer version of their production, which that's the incredible thing about the Nutcracker to me, is I've seen it done by so many different companies, and it can be done in so many ways that it's really like you can see it each year from multiple different companies and have a completely different experience, but it's still so magical. You know, for me, it's that was always the kickoff for the holiday season for me. You know, when you start the Nutcracker, you're hearing that music, and for us, we've been hearing the Tchaikovsky score since September, right? And for me, I'm like, I never get tired of it. No. It's just keep playing it. Like this is already getting me in the season and the spirit. So.
Well, what I love about your production is I've seen many productions of it, and what I loved about this one is there's more story, especially in Act 1. The characters are very robust and animated, and the children are animated. They're not just a bunch of kids doing the same thing. They have little personalities. There's the bad one, there's the good one. It's fun, and the costumes are so adorable. The mouse and the mice, and then the king mouse. What is the real name of that character? Not the king mouse, but the is it the king mouse?
Yeah, Mouse King. Yeah,
Mouse King. I love that. I love, and it makes you laugh. It's just beautiful, beautiful. So, what else does Salt Creek have in store for the rest of the season?
For the rest of our season?
Sure.
So we have, in addition to our engagement with the Nutcracker this holiday season, we also have Swan Lake coming up that we will be presenting here at the MAC with you guys. So that will be happening in the spring. So we are very excited to bring that production back. It's been a long time since we have performed that, so it's very exciting.
That's a beautiful show too. Nice, good classic.
Yes, it is. Absolutely stunning. You know, one of my favorites, aside from the Nutcracker. You know, Nutcracker is your annual tradition all across the board.
So you're doing two big, huge blockbusters.
Yes, we do that every year. We do spring recital, a summer recital. So we take on a lot of stage performances. We also do a lot in the community. We've just done performances at the DuPage Children's Museum.
Nice.
We do our outreach coordinator, Kelly Stokes, is just finishing up a literature through dance program in our schools where she brings stories and has the children act it out, and it's a performance and dance and exposes them to movement, but also through the literature. So it's hoping to increase their literacy. And we are expanding several other programs with that into the community as well, trying to work to increase some programs with some local senior groups.
Nice.
We're working with CSPAR, so it's an organization that works with individuals with disabilities. We're bringing them in to see some of our productions. Because for us, dance should be for everyone, right? Everyone should be able to experience and be able to see dance and ballet. Everyone should hopefully be able to experience the classroom, to have the joy of movement, and so to be able to bring that to as many different people that may not ordinarily get to experience that. That's one of our big missions and goals for us.
What a great mission. You're doing great work. You have classes at Salt Creek, shows. So I want to thank you for coming. We're out of time, but I want you to tell everybody, where can they get more information? Salt Creek's website.
Our website, saltcreekballet.org, has a list of all of our classes that we offer: ballet, contemporary, tap, jazz. We offer all of our different performance opportunities with our company, our community outreach. So if anyone has any organization that they would like to bring us in, they can reach out to us as well, and we would be happy to see what we can provide. And we also can be found on social media, Facebook, Instagram. We're very active on those, so they can visually see everything that we're doing as well.
So check out Salt Creek online. Salt Creek's Ballet, The Nutcracker, featuring the new Philharmonic, will be at the MAC on December 17th and 18th. This holiday classic is a favorite with our audiences, so be sure to get your tickets now. Visit atthemac.org or call 630-942-4000.